Welcome to a guide on Starscape's latest update, player stations. The Conquered Frontier update was recently released, allowing players to build their own stations in designated colonization zones. This guide will cover all of the structures that can be built on the stations, including how you can build one for yourself. To construct player-built structures, you must be 8,000 meters away from the warping point, but less than 16,000 meters away from warping points. Shield towers have a special requirement wherein they must be built between 10,000 meters and 16,000 meters from the warping point. To build a structure, you must use a structure constructor and select from the multiple structure blueprints that are listed in screen right now. You can build a cargo depot, defense platform, refinery, repair bay, shield towers, or a ship refitter, depending on what you need. To protect your structures, we are first going to build a medium shield tower, but you can also build a small one for personal use. Here you can see that I've deployed it for my faction, as this shield tower is designed to be used by my faction. Once you have selected the structure that you want to construct, you will see that a constructor has been released. You will then open an interface, which shows you how much fuel and construction parts you will need to begin construction. Once you have placed everything into the constructor, you can place and select where you want to put your structure in the proximity of the constructor. For example, the shield tower medium will take 45 minutes to construct in the main game. And as you can see here, structures can only be placed 200 meters away from the constructor, so be mindful of where you're placing your constructors. Cargo bays are an essential part of a station's operation, holding resources, fuel, and anything else. These are needed to use refineries, which provide a 10% bonus yield on resource refining in wilds. They can also be done through the public, faction, cache, and admin storages, which is reflected in each unique line you can see on the refinery. Here you can see each refining line is clearly delineated by who is currently using it and the estimated time until the job is done. You can also transfer items from your inventory into the cargo bay, which will then change what needs to be refined. Defense platforms can be built for defense, where medium defense platforms can hold 4 medium and small turrets, and small defense platforms can hold 2 small and medium turrets. To add turrets or remove turrets, you simply have to select whatever you have in your inventory and select item. It is also important to note that defense platforms built inside the shield tower will not be operable once the shield is online. The repair bay is literally a repair bay, where you use spaceship parts to repair ships. One spaceship part corresponds to 10,000 HP, as you can see right here. Similarly, the refitter allows you to change into different ships, or to modify your current loadouts. You can switch into different ships that are currently in your cargo bay, and change modules depending on what you have previously stored. These actions do require spaceship parts, so it is not recommended to randomly use the refitter without good reason. High-grade fuel can also be crafted using a mixture of heavy and normal water, which is slightly more efficient than regular fuel. If, in the event, your structure runs out of fuel, they will no longer be online. This means that your shields will be down and the structure will no longer be operational. To alleviate this, just add fuel into the structure again, and it will become online after a few minutes. As its name suggests, shield towers generate a shield within a 2.5 kilometer radius, wherein all structures inside are safe. When the shield is fully recharged, siege fuel made with crystal shards can be added to make the shield invulnerable for a period of time, which fends off any invaders that are attacking you when you're not ready. It is also important to note that there can only be a certain amount of structures that can be built on the same planet. Each structure has different complexity values, wherein a planet can only have a maximum of 100 complexity. You should be planning your station infrastructure according to the complexity values listed on screen. stations do not currently have much value apart from the bonuses from the refinery, it is a great way to encourage player activity in-game. And thus concludes my guide on player stations in Starscape. And until next time, peace out.